creativity is at the core of our product. It's kind of like giving birth. There's a lot of effort that goes into that. Canvas is blank, and then you literally just have to work on it and work on it until it's perfect. We try and push the envelope. We try and give people something they've never seen before. And the best way to do that is through your creativity. My name is Femi Adeleke. I'm the CEO and founder at Muralsng. I love doing business more than anything else. I started a company called Rooftop Apartments. I basically started this business because I had moved to a new apartment and I really liked the whole process of designing the furniture, designing the art, designing the space. I found that creatively fulfilling. A lot of people liked the art that I had in my apartments. I got more apartments and expanded that business. And one thing I was just hearing from all my clients were like, oh, where did you get this art? Where did you get this art? So I decided to start another business called Murals.ng. Around 2022, I had spent a significant amount of time in Brazil. And, I had a glimpse of their arts industry over there. I saw how murals were a big part of their urban infrastructure. I saw that there were a lot of commercial opportunities there. I think the big one was when Albergo Hotel reached out and they wanted to do a significant volume, and the way the customer approached the transaction was very different from a typical art sale where somebody needs to actually love the piece, a singular piece. In this particular scenario, they needed it, and they needed it for a very specific business need for themselves. Nigeria is blessed with some of the best painters, the people that can actually do this thing. This was a sector of the economy. These people have a lot of talent, but there are not really a lot of opportunities for them. So I tried to structure my business in a way where we're also creating value for these people, because that's one thing that I saw in Brazil. You can just be like, this is my job, what do you do? I'm a painter, right? You're not famous, maybe you have 50 followers on Instagram, but every day you can wake up, you can go and do your job, and you can get paid. When people walk into a space that Muralsng did, they should whip their phone out and take a picture. If they do that, then we've done our job, right? So our job is to create things that people have never seen before, things that are iconic, create a spectacle, right? Create something that is interesting enough for you to put on your story and share with your friends, because that is actually the value that we offer our clients, right? We offer them an opportunity for people to, promote your brand for you without you actually paying for an ad. So it's basically PR. If somebody comes into your space and the art is so breathtaking that they're like, I need to share this with someone, and they're like, oh, where is this? I want to go see it. Before you know it, more people are coming into your space.
Drop so low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy?
There's this new wave of companies that are basically using culture and technology to create better products and services, because you need to create something relatable. If you want to have a good product, what does a good product look like, right? Somebody needs to buy it because it does something for them. If you buy a Mercedes-Benz, over a Toyota, you do that because people will have this certain perception about you because you choose to drive this vehicle, right? So once you understand that the value of the product is not just in the product itself. We are cool, we're smart, we're sophisticated, we have beautiful women, our men are the most ambitious. There's a lot of good things about our culture, so why wouldn't we? I think we've gone past this era of trying to Europeanize everything we do, because we actually have a culture that people can relate to on, in terms of positivity, and, there's a lot of good things about our culture, and if we put those things in our products, we can make better products. What was the question again?
How has Kuda Business helped you manage murals more efficiently?
Kuda Business. I did a Google search and I was like, which banks can I open accounts online? I was working remotely. I didn't have time to leave my house and go into any branch. I was just able to do everything in a couple of quick steps. Before Kuda Business, Murals.ng was basically a side hustle, something that I did in my spare time. And as things evolved and people started taking us more seriously, the point at which we were actually trying to scale the business and we had serious inquiries from serious commercial enterprises, it was Kuda Business and their ability to open accounts online that allowed us to create that structure to allow us to onboard high-profile clients and take on big projects. You don't want a situation whereby you're sending a big client your personal account to create payments. And I just needed us to look like a more legitimate enterprise. Kuda Business has a lot of different features, and it's a very well put together package of services that you can use to run any kind of business. Advanced businesses can use things like payroll. They have expense accounts. You can create up to 5 different accounts for various things like payroll purposes. You can use it for operational expenses. You can use it for your petty cash payments. So that's actually a very unique feature that I don't see in a lot of accounts. And you can actually make these accounts on your mobile phone. You don't have to go into their branch. You don't have to call anybody. You can assign these accounts to individuals and give them, very granular control over those different accounts to make those payments on your behalf. They have a bunch of other features that you would find useful, like invoicing. That's very good for creating invoices on the fly. They have inventory management. They even have perks, so you can take advantage of different perks that they offer where they collaborate with other businesses to provide services to their customers. So in general, they're very supportive of businesses, and that's why we use them. There's a lot of growth in the future, a lot of new products, new markets, and our plan is to just keep on growing this business. We even have another product coming out, which is basically a lower priced alternative for our current product line. A lot of people like our stuff, but we're not able to sell it at a lower price. But we figured out a way where we can drop the price and actually sell it to a lot more people that might like our stuff. That's actually coming out soonest. So exciting times.